Travis Wayne Goodsell. I'm gonna do 2 videos and then catch up with NCIS by finishing up season 16, and then hopefully be able to watch Castle. Get that finished up too. So this first video is one that only I seem to be aware of, since I'm the only one investigating the church for their crimes. And that is that now that a Democrat government is in place, for the most part, the church is now going to go into hiding to commit their crimes in the dark. Sure enough, the church has gone silent. They're not openly confessing to crimes that they're committing in broad daylight, other than their uncharitable nature. And if you don't understand that you can't just throw out a couple 100,000 or even, some millions and call it good, that you've helped, you've done your part as a religious charity, do you not understand the percentage that the church is giving? 0. Because everything they give requires Mormons and others to donate to the church in whatever program of charity they have, and then the church then takes 10% and invests it towards their trillions. And so, the church really isn't a religious charity. They're using it as a front to commit criminal activity and make themselves filthy rich. And their lifestyles don't have to show for it, per se, but they get to take trips around the world with their wives. Nelson, he was a medical doctor, so that's why his house is valued on the market for $1 million. I understand that. My mom's father, my grandfather, was a dentist, and so the government forced him to be filthy rich. And if you don't understand that, then you don't understand the government insurance for Medicaid for children, as they threatened my grandfather to raise his regular prices before they will allow him to take children who are on Medicaid. And so my grandfather was forced to be rich because of the extortion of our own government. And so, he lived in a very wealthy house. But it's gone. Anyway, sidetrack. Memories on the corner of my mind. And so with Democrats in power, you're witnessing lots of Republicans. In the beginning, they first complained, they bitched and they moaned like little babies, snowflakes. What the hell? But Ted Cruz is a perfect example of doing things in secret. And if it hadn't have been for that NBC News who caught him at the airport, or in Cancun, or wherever they were, he would have gotten away with it. Where's Ted Cruz? Where in the world is Ted Cruz? Carmen Santiago is the actual song name. He then blames other people rather than himself. And this is what conservatives do. The church is conservative. They're not liberal, they're conservative. I did the video yesterday helping you understand how conservative they are. They're white supremacist conservative. And as such, they hate liberals, despise them, and they just feed off of that dichotomy to the public. And so yes, they go into hiding and commit their crimes in secret combinations. I always wondered, combination? Is that like a locker combination? It's combine, a combination of multiple people in secret, and thus a conspiracy. But it took me a while to figure that one out. Yeah, literally. And who are the ones that are very vocal about the spreading of fake news conspiracy theories, which is an incorrect definition or meaning. But yeah, they trick the liberals into saying it too. As when Republican conservatives are in power, they spread conspiracy theories of lies, and when they're not in power, they go into hiding and commit the conspiracy theories in secret. But if you hadn't been paying attention to all the videos that I'm exposing the crimes of the church, that's why I was paying attention to the news so detailedly during these past 4 years, is to make sure that I knew exactly what the church was doing this whole time. Because otherwise, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be paying attention to the church. I wouldn't be watching ex-Mormon videos of any new thing that they find out. I don't give a damn about the church. I only care because it's directly affecting my life, liberty, and property because of their crimes. And that's the only reason. If the church would have just left me alone, they would never have the problem to have assassinated me, to try to have me assassinated. And, if you draw first blood, you better expect to have last blood played out. And if you're that brazen to think that you're going to finish the job you started, but yeah, if you're the world's biggest crime organization, you probably have that much confidence and brazen pride. So, the church is now silent. And so it requires a Mormon Leaks to step up. I'm thinking they got shut down. But it will require the local news, which are compromised, to now start investigating the church to make sure that they don't get away with anything. They're still technically continuing the stuff that they got away with under Trump. Like keeping the church open during a viral pandemic. They're the filthiest, richest organization in the universe ever. And they don't have the capability of providing online church service. Seriously? I mean, televangelists figured it out. Why can't the church figure it out? Oh, they do the local BYU devotionals, Travis, and conference. Yeah. Now, but not for church. It all of a sudden appeared to certain churches in the church, certain wards, hey, we can hold service online through a Facebook channel or something. No duh! You'd be saving lives rather than having a rise of coronavirus cases in our 14 to 18-year-old category each and every single week. And no, it's not on Sunday. You don't see the symptoms immediately. It takes a couple of days now, as the testing is quicker. Last week's testing was a little slower, but same effect. You can see the rises for each and every single week, and the church is responsible for that. They don't care about our lives. That's the one clue. The church isn't true, and because they don't love you. And how do you know they don't love you? They're trying to assassinate you. I know all about the church trying to assassinate people. I'm one of them. And I'm trying to help you understand the church wants you dead too. And what do I get for it? Thumbs down, abuse, death threats. So that's going to be the second video.